Here's the one leg I did right here. Look at that. Oh man, that's beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's how we go about flattening a leg that has epoxy poured on the top. That was it. Did we get it all? You always practice before you start. It's all over the place, but they're done, and this is how you do it. Another weird Mr. Kevin jig that came out flat. Hey everybody, Kevin here. Guess what? I gotta make another damn jig. I just wanted to show you this jig because if you ever pour epoxy on something and you're not sure how the hell am I gonna get it flat, I'm gonna explain this jig to you right here. I got two different jigs I had to make. The one's not done yet, but this one is. So it's super simple. It's made out of scrap redwood and a hunk of plywood. And basically it looks like this. Here's the one leg I did right here. Look at that. Oh man, that's beautiful. I cut this piece here, 8 9/16. I made ones to go around the corner right here. These are 8 9/16. And I'm gonna do the same on the top here that I did here. They're all resting on this piece right here, whether it's here or on the inside, resting on the same spot. I put some 1.5 inch spacer in here for this. Oh, don't do that. So it slides right over. I had to put a little notch A in there for the centerpiece. Boom, slides into place. Take a couple of clamps, clamp the bottom in there. This is the cool part. I bought a whole series of
these triple twister.
These triple twisted pattern bits. I bought a whole pile of them, 3/4 inch and 1 inch, and then I got the compression bits, which I don't like at all, which we'll talk about in another video. But these things cut like butter. Zoom in on that. It works. See that? Freaking amazing. And all I did is take a piece of this 3/4 inch plywood, put these big ass blocks in, and I just dropped the pattern bit right down on top of that, which made it flush with the top of that, which is a little taller. This one I tried to belt sand down and thought I could do it that way. I'll just belt sand it down and make it square.
Really?
No, it didn't work.
Sucked.
It was the worst. So this one's gonna go on like this. And I'm gonna put just 2 little pieces of wood that are screwed on there like this and go back and forth.
Nice.
I'm hoping. One here, one on that side. I'm just gonna screw them in. I might add something going this way. All right, so here's how it works. All right, we have it clamped. It's just sitting there. It's all the way down. I'm gonna take a video of this. Here's the jig, it's clamped on. Look at the holes, you can see the holes down there. 1, 2, 3 holes. Piece of redwood, another piece of redwood, 3/4 inch plywood. Here's a side shot of it, see that? That's fairly cool. So you can see it moves around freely. This one actually touches a little bit. It might be this is up a little bit. There it is. You just need a little taparoonie. Now all we're gonna do is go back and forth and cut it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here's how we go about flattening a leg that has epoxy poured on the top. Turn the light on. Boom. Look at that. You can see everything. Here we go. That was it. Did we get it all? Oh, that's freaking amazing. Right there's what that is. Perfectly square. Try this side. Square. It's totally square. And this is how we're going to double check to see if they're all the same size. There it is. This one over here, that tall. That tall. Yeah, it's pretty good. One last thing I'm going to do, I don't know if it'll even fit. I'm looking at it, and it looks freaking flat, and it's also freaking level. Put that there, right on the money. So there you go, completely flat. Here we go again. If this sticks out more, we need to take them up higher and file it. Yeah, I don't know how this is gonna work. So this thing is very curvy. So to hold this in place, it's gonna take some clamps. Let's zoom out, shall we? All right, we have this clamped into place. I'm gonna put 3 holes in this damn thing. I'm gonna put 2 screws in that guy. Got them countersunk just a little bit. Here's where it gets crazy. Are we gonna be able to come out here? No, I can't come out here on the ends. That ain't gonna work. So I can come up here. I got a hunk of wood. Except now my clamps are in the freaking way. What I need is something that sticks out farther. So I need something like that that's wider. I had a piece of cedar laying around. And I think what I'm gonna do is just put this somewhere in here.
Super genius.
Put a mark on it. I'm gonna screw that into place somehow. And then we'll just try to clamp it in place and hopefully it works. Putting that in there and we're just trying to touch them together. See how that works? Kind of fits in that little crack there. This might only work with this one and that one. I don't know if it'll work with all of them or not. I'm gonna clamp these 2 together down here. Okay, I'm gonna take this guy and bring it over here and clamp these 2 together. I'm gonna take our little dead blow. That feels pretty good. There's a little lumpy bump right here. What I can do is this, 150 grit. There we go. That's all flat across there. Let's see how this is gonna feel here. Okay, boom. Everything's touching, it looks pretty good. All right, I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna go across this piece of cedar and see what it feels like. That felt pretty damn good. It's like the 80s around here is all snowed out. That worked pretty good. It's actually 2 jigs now, that one and this one. It doesn't take a smart mind to figure this crap out. You just have to figure out utilitarian needs of things and how the hell can I make this work? Now, will this work for any other one? We're gonna find out here in a second. First, I wanna check this guy. So, square, square, this way. That way, square too. Yep. It's got a little whoop-de-doo like right here from this loose ass piece, this piece floating around, but it kind of worked. By the time I sand this with a sander and round that over with a 1/4 inch round over, it'll be a beautiful thing. Let's do this one, see if this is gonna work over there. Yeah, see this thing is like, it's very curved, but when we clamp it in there, it should help. Now, I don't know how this is gonna work, maybe. All right, kind of works. That's nice and flat. This feels flat. Not feeling anything like it's sticking out. So here we go again. I'm gonna cut that. And then we're gonna put a level across it and see what the hell is going on. That's pretty good. I have to go sideways. Somehow this is wider. Yeah, there's a difference right there. See how close that is to popping off? This one actually pops off, so I'm gonna have to go like this. You always practice before you start. I don't wanna narf this up, but I'm liable to, so here we go. Freaking wintertime over here. Let's see what it does. That says it's square. That says it's square. All right, it's touching that line there. Touching that line there. It's the same bubble here as it is down here. Looking down there, I can't see any daylight through there. It seems to be working. This one's blocking the way, so I gotta sand that off a little bit. If this is sticking out too far, sometimes the tape sticks out too much. You just gotta grind her off. That looks pretty good. Let's see. Here we go again. We gotta clamp them in place and bash them down. This one feels a little high. Tap them all down into place. Can you see right? Oh, I'm way out of the way here. That's from the belt sander. We're not using that guy anymore. We don't need that where we're going. Here we go. I'm gonna turn the light on. Here we go. Mess again. Hold my breath. Didn't even hit it. It's very flat, but I didn't really hit it. That was the perfect pour. I cut the outside just a little bit. There's no way, dude. That's just up barely. This got poured perfectly. Hold on. I'm just gonna sand it with this guy for a second. How's that even possible? One more time, hold on. Perfectly square. Perfectly square. The router hit the outside lip, which this one has a little lip right here. I don't know if you can see that lip or not. Dead nuts level. Put it down here. Dead nuts level. So somehow we had a perfect pour. Poured it in there. It was just the right height. That's amazing. Well, you get lucky once. All right, last one. Here we go. I don't even know how this is gonna work. Place them all in there and I'm shoving them down the best I can. See, I get to make jigs all the time. I'm always making jigs. It's kind of ridiculous. Wow, that's super high. There's a piece of crap under there. Perfectly smooth all the way across here. Square, smooth, beautiful. All right, last one. There's the last one. Another weird Mr. Kevin jig. I'm gonna turn this around. I don't want to get my sleeve stuck on it and do something dumb. Oh, I can't go anywhere. We got the same problem with this one. I'll practice here. Boom. See, this is about ready to fall off. So we're gonna have to turn this sideways. All right, here we go. Start out here. Lights on. Looks the same as all the rest. This one's gonna be nasty. That sucked. Yeah, that was it's all over the place. But they're done, and this is how you do it. You can do it any way you want. This is just what worked for me. That came out flat. Cut the crap out of that one. 2 jigs. So here's the 2 that I used for the legs. Just basically wrap the leg that was mitered and put one in the middle and connected them all together so I can route on the top. It doesn't take brains to make this. I just know what works. I've just been doing it forever. The middle 2 took this guy right here. Used the same thickness as the legs, 3/4 inch top, set everything to that. Didn't change the router one bit. Now I gotta sand all these with 220. We gotta sand the edges here really good. There it is, we are done. Done, ta-done, done, done. There you go. If you have any questions or comments, please do so below. Another jig by Mr. Kevin. If you want to see a jig made, leave me a message down below. See if you can stump the jig maker. Unless it's big and impossible and costs thousands of dollars, you're probably not going to stump me. But you never know. Give it a shot. Comment below. Let me know. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Subscribe now.